What's up? I'm Isaac.
I got hit in the face by a stripper.
And I'm Nick. I'm like a fat girl in 7th grade at 7 a.m.
Welcome to the Bargoyles,
where we break down restaurants, bars,
and the chaos of stand-up comedy.
From bad Yelp reviews
to heckler horror stories,
we've got the inside scoop
and the laughs.
Yeah, I think I know from that Bargoyles podcast. Yeah.
I was gonna say I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Shout out.
Who needs therapy when you got the Bargoyles?
What's up, everybody? We're here. We're still in Dallas. They haven't kicked me out yet. I've only been kicked out of 2 bars, but not 3. We'll find out what happens later on tonight. We are here. We're covering Tales on Tour. TOT. I don't know acronyms. I'm not good at letters, but we're having a great time. We're here with my friend. I got to meet through the app. Guys, give it up. Everyone say hi to my homegirl, Miss Jessica. I don't want to say your last name. I don't know. Some people are weird about their last name. Just say what's up to Jessica, guys. Hey, how we doing? What's up, Miss Jess? How are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Very well, very well.
Yeah.
So you have done Tales before, correct? Yes.
Yeah, so I went to Tales in New Orleans last year. It was my first Tales experience.
Okay.
So this is my second Tales experience.
Number 2, yeah.
It's been great. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
How did you come across Tales?
Well, so I have worked in the industry since, well, for more than a decade, but specifically as a bartender.
Don't age yourself and make it sexy.
Like, hey, age is sexy.
Come on. Don't do that. I like a nice fine wine.
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, I started bartending in 2021.
Okay.
And the spot that I bartended at, Sloane's, is a craft cocktail bar, and so lots of learning and doing lots of research and figuring out different techniques and things in the industry was a big part of the culture there, and still is.
Yeah. Where's Sloane?
It's in Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas. Okay.
Smack dab in the middle of Texas.
I just learned about it. It's HOT. Everything is hot in Waco.
Truly,
hot stands
Heart
for
of Texas.
Heart of Texas.
Yeah.
I wish I remember the song. Deep in the heart. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I knew it would come to me. I knew it would come to me.
Big and bright. So it was
the stars at night
are big and bright.
Deep gotcha. Okay.
Texas.
All right. Guys, she clearly knows her songs. You want to know why? Because she was spinning me around the dance floor last night. Like, I thought I was supposed to lead. I found out real quick I cannot lead, but I can two-step like the worst of them.
Yeah, you did. You two-stepped so well.
You taught me how to two-step a little bit. I'm learning. Yes.
Yeah.
That was my first two-step. Literally, when you and I were done dancing, I texted my homegirl. I was like, I just two-stepped.
Yeah, you did.
She was like,
yeah, you did.
You're a native. And I was like, thank you. What's up?
Honorary
Yes. So tell me a little bit more about Sloane. Sorry.
No, you're good. So I started working there as a bartender, and it was just a big part of the culture to create your own cocktails and learn about cocktail history. And so along with that comes just learning about things like Tales, because it's such a big part of cocktail culture.
God, what they do for the industry is crazy.
Yeah, and so I always wanted to go to Tales as a bartender, because I thought it would be a really great learning and networking experience, and I'd only ever worked at Sloane's, so I wanted to broaden my horizons a little bit and learn about other people's experiences in the industry. But I never got to go as a bartender, even when I became the head bartender of Sloane's. So when almost a year ago, not quite, well, it was almost 2 years ago now, the previous owner asked me if I would be interested in taking over Sloane's. She wanted to go and get her PhD and try something different. And I said, absolutely.
Go get that.
Yes. Yeah, I would love to run my happy place.
Yes, what? That's amazing.
So when that happened, I promised myself I was going to get to go to Tales. Because again, I felt like my experience in the industry was very narrow, because I've only ever worked at Sloane's. And I really wanted to learn from other people's experiences. And so Tales was
You were crushing the seminars earlier today. Do you have any like big takeaways? That's like something you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to start using that tomorrow in my next shift.
That's a hard question.
I'd say it was really the cost management. Like, I've never looked at the cost breakdown of a single cocktail. When they were talking about batching cocktails earlier, I was like, oh wow, okay, yeah, you do wind up saving that money, because when you have all the different ingredients, you don't realize the pennies you're losing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do a ton of batching at our bar.
Okay, nice.
We do all of our own in-house infusions and house-made syrups, and we have a very extensive cocktail list on our menu, and also that we can make off menu. And so we do lots and lots of batching. And that, I was really looking forward to that session. It was about how to handle high volume.
Yes.
In
Bartending
preparation.
high volumes. Yes.
The stick for it was that it was in preparation for the World Cup
World Cup,
coming
yes.
to the U.S. But we
Shout out
didn't really
World
talk
Cup.
about that.
You're not a World Cup fan?
No, I mean
I hate it. Me too.
But the
no way, I like it.
The session didn't really talk about it. It was
you were
mostly
in there
about
as a soccer
batching.
fan. Like, why are we
Yeah,
talking
why are we
about
talking about the World Cup?
Iceland? What are we doing?
No.
They're gonna make it. They didn't make it.
Oh man! So it was good to go into that and be kind of affirmed about a lot of the things that we do. But they had some really cool like ratios and that little card that you got to take that had all the formulas on it was really nice. Yeah, you show it to the camera.
Conversion card, batching. Yes.
The-
I'm not a big milliliter fan. I don't support Europe at all.
No.
So I'm one of these that's like, give me my ounces, give me my cups, and I will live dumb. So, you know.
Yeah, we have to do, everyone on my staff,
Yeah.
my team knows that I have a math face where I'm like,
A math face?
trying to, there's this point, anytime that I have someone
Yes.
new who works with me, there is a point at which they ask me if I'm okay.
Yes.
Because I'm making a face.
Ah, you're doing,
and
okay,
they
gotcha.
learn that I'm making that face because I'm doing math in my
Yes.
head. And so
how many
eventually,
tablespoons is a liter?
Yeah, and there's 2
okay,
tablespoons
yeah.
in an ounce. There's
Yes.
3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. Like, this is what's going on in my head when I'm making
Gotcha,
a face that
okay.
looks like I've been stabbed.
I love that. The math face. I've
Great,
never heard the math face before.
So my
Yeah.
whole team at this point, they've worked with me long enough that they all know the math face.
Gotcha,
But anytime
okay.
we have someone new join, they will at some point ask me if I'm okay because I'm doing math.
I love the fact that they have to tell guests when like, is Jess
She's fine.
okay?
She's doing
guys,
math,
she's
yeah.
doing math. Do you understand? She's doing.
You asked
Yeah.
her for 7 of the same drink. She's
Yes,
trying to figure
yes.
out what that would be in
Yes.
one
Hashtag girl
shaker.
math. She's multiplying by 7 right now. Okay, guys, it's a prime number. We have to.
Yeah,
It's,
yep.
it's complicated.
Exactly.
Okay. Can you talk to me a little bit about like some of the first moments working either behind bar or in the industry where you were like, I'm home. This is where I want to be. Yes.
So something you don't know about me is my background.
There's so much I don't know about you.
Yeah, we just met, man. You're learning a lot
we
about
have
me.
The rest of the 6 hours of the tales to do that.
To
but-
become besties.
Yes,
I gotta learn
yes.
something about you too.
Oh yeah, there's nothing to know. I'm a garbage human being. Don't
That
worry.
doesn't sound
Yeah.
right, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Well, I'll wheedle it out of you, just like I got you to dance.
Oh man, I was so excited. Shout out Coker, that's my boy. Brought him out last night. He was a 2-step champ.
Yeah.
He was very, very good at dancing. I've never seen that side of him.
Yeah?
I only know him as
Oh, it
like an
was
awkward. So
fun
we do
dancing
stand-up
with
comedy
him.
together, and I know him from Virginia as just like a, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
He's real chill. And then watching him like blossom, I was like,
Oh yeah.
what is? He was like, hold my drink. I go dance with this girl. I was like,
Yeah?
Jenner, what are you doing?
There you go.
Oh my god, yeah.
He knows what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome. But you know all of the dances. Holy crap.
So my background's actually in outdoor education and arts
Okay.
education.
Mm-hmm.
I still am kind of a wilderness guide. I've been a wilderness guide for a long time.
Okay.
And I teach at our local university, Baylor,
Okay.
as an adjunct professor.
I hardly know her.
Sick and Bears. It's not like a crazy professorship situation. It's
Yeah.
a class called Lifetime Fitness,
Okay.
which is basically PE for college students, but they're all a specific topic.
I have a gym membership to Lifetime Fitness.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Same concept, totally.
Yeah.
But I teach dance at Baylor.
Oh, okay.
And I also teach some outdoor adventure classes.
Wow, okay.
And so all what I was bringing that up for is what I actually studied when I went to Baylor was, and this is going to sound really weird, but I love it. It's human flourishing.
Okay.
And looking at how supplementing how our current lives go with the arts and adventure can help us live more well-rounded lives, which is based on a whole bunch of like philosophies and some science and things like that
Yeah.
helps you get to a point where you can live in a more flourishing state.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's really cool. And so in all of this, I got to be familiar with flow and the theory of flow.
Flow state.
I can't ever say the guy's name right, but it's like Csikszentmihalyi,
Okay.
I think, who created that. And so
This is him. Tuki.
and so, yeah, flow state is something that I'd actually done a decent amount of research on.
Okay.
And there's only 2 things that I feel like I really, truly have experienced flow state doing. Or I guess 3. I'll say 3.
Okay.
And that's dancing, rock climbing,
Wow. Okay.
and bartending.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and so I always wanted to learn how
I don't
to
think I know anyone
bartend.
does all 3 of those. Those are weird.
It's
those
a
are
fun
weird
combo,
big 3.
man.
But it works.
It works.
It
It's a
clearly
good
works. Yeah.
time. I like to have fun.
I knew the outdoors because I could tell by your shoes.
Yeah, the bedrocks, they're kind of a dead giveaway, yeah.
Okay. What the heck? Yeah. You got nerves to flourish.
Yeah, I love it. It really got its. I was actually bartending part-time while I opened a rock climbing gym to help pay the bills, and was working multiple part-time jobs there, and that's how I started bartending. But I'd always wanted to learn how to bartend. I always was kind of fascinated with just like flavor and food science and all, and just making people happy.
When you
know?
look at it like a science, you're like, oh my God, what is going on? The 5 flavors. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I can't pretend to know all the chemistry behind what goes
gosh.
into it, but and
I was a dive bar guy, so I don't know. I was a club bartender and a dive bartender.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
I was like, I can make you a Long Island really fast. That's it. So.
Well, and I never would have fathomed that the first bar that I worked at would be one that used a culinary centrifuge. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, like crazy. We use a spinzall and all that nonsense.
Holy
We have
crap,
lots of toys in our little teeny tiny bar.
She really does work for a university, guys. She's out here doing science.
Basically, yeah. People come in and they tell us that we're alchemists. It's kind of funny. We're like,
So,
I'll take witchcraft and wizardry.
I want to circle back because we didn't actually. I do this a lot. I wound up drifting.
Yeah.
One of the first moments for you working at a bar.
Yeah, so it was. I think one of the first moments for me was the first time that I was in the well, on a really, really busy night as the bartender on my own. I'd only been like training for a little bit.
You got thrown
and I just
into
like
the bulls.
got into this point where I felt like I was in flow state. And like I didn't feel that in the moment,
Yeah,
obviously. I was just locked in.
No, you're
and
just
then
locked in,
afterwards
yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Like
You
what
look at a
the
stack
hell
of
was
tickets.
that? Yeah. So it was I have this memory of standing in the well and like just feeling like I was flying.
Yeah.
Which probably sounds so dumb.
Do you have one of those
but
out of
it's
body
my-
experiences?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay,
Yeah.
For me, it was.
I just
I stepped out and was like, oh my God, you're in.
Yeah, I had like 12 tickets stacked up, and we're a tiny bar. We have 40 seats in the house and
12.
one well.
So half the house was waiting on a drink. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have like 12 tickets with like, they all came in at once, we're absolutely slammed, and the rest of the team's running around doing other things because we're busy as hell.
Well, you're carrying them, obviously.
Yeah, we're like, we work really, our team dynamic is super cool.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
It's actually kind of unique from what I understand from other bars that I've like guest bartended at or visited. Everybody kind of touches everything that goes into the system, and we literally have like 2 feet between the bars. Like it's teeny tiny, so we're like constantly dancing around each other and like reaching over and grabbing whatever the bartender just finished to finish it off. And it's great. So like everyone's doing their thing, and I just remember being in the well having this like I have like 8 different drinks on my mats. I'm holding a conversation with someone in front of me.
Right, they're sitting in the service. You're like, you understand, I'm really busy. They're like, I know, but like, did you see the game the other day?
And I'm just like, just flowing, you know? Like it just felt so good and so magical, and it was so unique, and it just really got its hooks in me. That and like getting to create cocktails is so fun.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I think my favorite thing is when you feel like instead of you creating something, you've like stumbled upon something like a Pokemon in the wild. You're like, what is this thing I just discovered? And you like encounter it, and it's just delightful, and it just works, and it's like magic, So I don't know. I think that for me, it was that moment in the well where I like.
Well, so
really
you said you
got
didn't
into
realize it in the moment. When was it? Did someone like tell you like, Jess, you were murdering? Like what? When
No,
did you
I think it
realize,
was like we got to the end of the night, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like what just happened?" Because like in the moment you're so locked in. I'm just like going.
I did what? Oh my God!
Just,
we did 8,000, and I.
Actually, I do think at the time it was one of the busiest nights we'd ever had, and
was it a holiday or something, or just
just like a really busy weekend. I think it was a Saturday night. This was years ago, but we now have thankfully superseded that quite a bit. Like
love that.
That busiest night ever is like way down in the ranks now. We've had way more busy days, and it's kind of cool too. I think the other thing that I love is I love teaching. I love getting to like hand the tools to somebody else and help empower them to really step into that role and feel confident and take control of whatever's going on and just like run. That's one of my favorite things in the world. Oh, wow. And so I think this is a recent moment for me that just from the transition of going from bartending, being head bartender, whatever, to now being the owner of the place. One of the things that like made me feel like that was so
I love that you're like head bartender, whatever. Owner. Hello.
Yeah, big.
Yes. You're like, it was nothing. It wasn't nothing. You're the owner now.
I'm the owner. It's it's crazy.
Yeah.
And
it's not crazy. You put in the work. That's amazing.
I mean, it is kind of crazy.
Yes.
It's pretty. I never would have. This is not where I pictured I would be, even just a couple of years ago. And I'm so glad that this is where I am now.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But similar vibes to that question of a moment that really struck me is like, this is right. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is it. Was this year we had our busiest Christmas ever. We do this huge Christmas pop-up. We do like 2 to 3 times our average revenue in that month. It is insane. Like, so, and we're doing like twice our usual Saturday on like a Tuesday. Like, it's ridiculous. People just
hey, does anybody want to give up their Tuesday? I got bills. What are we doing? I'm going to go stage over at Sloane.
It's so crazy. Yeah, seriously. And so normally we have 3 people on the floor at any time. Like, that's the max. And we have like 5 people working on the floor in our teeny tiny bar while this is going on. But I just remember having this like really busy day where everybody again was like in this flow. Everyone just felt so good. The vibes were high.
The machine was hot. It was rolling.
Yeah, we were just well-oiled and just having a good time on a day when we were in the weeds. Like it was so rough. And I remember getting to the end of that day and looking around at my team and being like, do you guys know how much we just did in sales?
No, when you're in the zone, you're not thinking about that.
And telling them the number and then being like, it didn't feel like that. Like, I would have guessed we did half that. Like, that felt so easy. That felt so in control. And I was just like, I'm so proud of you. Like, holy shit. This is it's so cool to see them be so confident and, like, really taking the ownership of the place and the autonomy and, like, running with it, doing their thing, you know? And then at the end of the day being like, wow, like we did that. We're proud of that. Like we're proud of what we've done.
I love that so much. We got a few minutes here. I want you to tell people why if they've never done tells, why they should do tells.
Ooh, okay. Speaking to industry people or just like people in general?
I mean, people who don't work in the bar also go to tells too.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of shocked by how many people I'd encountered in New Orleans that weren't industry at all and just like
we're just there,
cocktails. But I'd say if you're in the industry, it's a great educational opportunity. You're definitely going to encounter new perspectives and new ideas and techniques that you haven't before. And if you don't encounter ones, it's going to feel pretty cool because you're going to feel very affirmed with the things that you're already doing. But the biggest thing is just the networking and the connections. I made so many good friends in the industry from all different parts of the industry, from all different parts of the world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
In New Orleans last year.
We had somebody from Dubai on the podcast last year.
Yeah, I literally just a couple of days ago, like, shot a text message to, like, the little Tales group friend that the friend
love that.
group message that we had and asked a question. I was... a couple of months ago, we revamped our whiskey selection, and I just sent a message out to them. I was like, hey what whiskeys are you excited about right now? Wow, and it was so helpful. I put like 90% of what they sent me on the menu. And so I made such good connections in New Orleans, and here in Dallas, I was really excited about Tales being in Dallas because New Orleans is amazing.
Of course.
But none of those people are coming to Waco.
You want to do New Orleans when you're there, and you're like, oh, I got to go Tales thing. I want to do New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. I've been a number of times, and I will go back.
My first time was Tales. So
that's probably a wild way to experience New Orleans for the first time.
Yes.
But the thing I was really excited about with it being in Dallas is a hop, skip, and a jump away from Waco. New Orleans is a little bit farther.
Okay.
And people are coming from all over the world to go to New Orleans. And so I was super excited to get to know more people in our kind of central Texas region that are in the industry.
Who are doing this.
Yeah, who are doing this, who are here in Dallas or in Austin, or I met people in Lubbock and Amarillo and Houston and all over Texas.
And Virginia.
Who now, and Virginia, who now know about Sloane's and are way more likely to actually come to Waco and like come experience Sloane's, and who we can also have really cool connections with. There were probably 5 different people I connected with who were like, let's do let's swap our staff.
yeah.
Like, let's do a pop-up. Like, let's make it happen.
Love that.
And these are
Yes,
people who've never
yeah.
heard of Sloane's, and some of them I knew their bars, and I madly respect them, and some of them I had no idea who they are, and I'm so excited to check their space out.
Amazing,
So
yeah.
that networking, that connecting, being a part of that community for me is definitely the most valuable part
Yeah.
of all of this, and a really good reason to do it.
That's absolutely amazing. But before we wrap up, please give your socials. How can they find you? How can they follow the bar?
Okay.
How can they support? Google reviews, guys.
Yeah, we. I have a funny thing about Google
Oh,
reviews.
please, yeah, tell me. We'll wrap it with
We
that,
put
yeah.
these little QR codes on
Okay.
our tables, and on one side it says "having a good time," and you scan it, and it takes you to a Google
Oh, I love
review.
that. Okay.
The other side it says "not having a good time," and we're an '80s themed bar. So what do you think happens when you scan it? And people love it. They love it so much. And we've gotten so many more reviews because of it.
That's so funny.
But you can find us on most social medias. We're on Facebook and Instagram for sure at Drink at Sloane's. A lot of people spell Sloane's wrong. It's SLOANE''S. We're named for Ferris Bueller's girlfriend, Sloane Peterson. So hopefully that'll help you remember how to spell it. So find us on socials. Come hang out with us. You can also find our website at sloanswaco.com. You can reach out to me at cheers@sloanswaco.com for any reason. Just hit me up, man. I'm an open book. I'll chat about whatever.
If you're deep in the heart of Texas, you got to go to
visit.
Sloane's. And when you go there, let them know the Bargoyles sent you. To all the regulars at home, I love you so much. Please give a shout out. Love all of you guys. We will see you next week. What's up? I'm Isaac.
I got hit in the face by a stripper.
And I'm Nick. I'm like a fat girl in 7th grade at 7 a.m.
Welcome to the Bargoyles
where we break down restaurants, bars,
and the chaos of stand-up comedy.
from bad Yelp reviews.
To heckler horror stories
We've got the inside scoop.
and the laughs.
I was gonna say I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Shout out.
Who needs therapy when you got the Bargoyles?